You were taken by surprise, and now you feel the cold, hard ground on your back, and your head feels numb and your ears ring loudly. You can't even think. You struggle to see as your vision narrows and adrenaline turns to panic. You feel your heart beating in your chest as his cold, rough hands engulf your neck, and the weight of his body sends shooting pains up your spine. You want to scream, but you can't, because your breath is lost as he squeezes tighter. You are helpless, unable to think clearly or focus on anything but the stench of his breath. And then the pain disappears, and all is lost to you as your world goes black. I've taught countless self-defense seminars over the years, and undoubtedly every time somebody asks the question, but what if I freeze? And I tell them, you're gonna freeze unless you practice your self-defense mentally as well as physically. What I mean by that is you visualize yourself getting attacked. Now that might sound a little scary, and it is at first, until your mind and body get used to the idea and respond accordingly. Meaning, instead of freezing, it starts reacting to the stimuli. Remember that when you train visually, your mind doesn't know the difference between reality and what isn't. Meaning, it'll send the same signals to your body to react to the stimuli that you're visualizing. But that's only if you visualize it emotionally. You get involved with all 5 of your senses. You feel the experience, you see it, you hear it, you smell it. You can even taste the experience. You have to practice your visualization so that you can use all 5 of your senses as if it's actually happening. And what's going to happen as you visualize, your body's going to respond. You're going to perspire. Your vision's going to narrow. You're going to feel your heart beating in your chest. You're going to salivate. You're going to have all the experiences you would have if it was actually happening. And then what happens next is the magic. Your body stops blurring your vision. It stops sweating or perspiring as much. The adrenaline actually sets you in motion. Your body becomes familiar with the idea, and now you can think clearly and perform the self-defense that you learned. You can react physically instead of freezing. Let's watch. Tuck! This is really happening. I'm ready for this. Hands over. Pull down. I can breathe. Okay, focus. Feet up, just like we rehearsed. Buck! Up and over. Hit. Keep hitting. Don't stop. Learn how to be a bigger, badder monster than your attacker. Practice physically and mentally. Get to it.
Let me show you how this is done. As you fall, you want to curl yourself up so that you don't hit your head on the ground. The last thing you want to do is get knocked out, and then you can't do anything about the situation. The next thing is you want to plant your feet firmly on the ground, bending your knees. This gives you leverage and allows you to control your body a little better. Then your hands come up to protect your face. He might be striking at you. You keep your hands up to keep your face protected. If he gets in for the choke, as in the video, you need to breathe. So your first priority is breath. From here, you're going to cross your hands over his, close to the wrist, and pull down with your elbows. Pulling down with your elbows and lowering your shoulders will get you enough space to breathe. So pull down. Don't try to pull him off, hold tight, because he's going to be stronger than you and his lever advantage is better. So there's no way you're going to pull his hands off your neck. Simply just cross, pull down a little, just enough to get your breath. After that, you'll take one of your legs, whichever way you're going to throw him, and wrap it around his foot. Now this isn't as important as the buck movement. So if you can't get your foot over to trap it, don't worry, it'll still work. It's just a little easier if you could trap his foot. From this position, the buck. The buck is just simply lifting your hip up hard and fast and hanging on, holding him tight to your body so his body weight pulls you over. Buck, pull over. From this position, you're in an advantage to do all your strikes wherever you see fit. And remember, don't quit
until he can do no harm.